secure, everything is right there, and tons of room for a size, a bag of this size, in the way that you designed it, in the way that it gussets and comes out. You can really put a lot in there, not just your credit cards and maybe your phone. No, you can get your full keys in there. You can get your, lipstick in there, and so many other additional things. Even I would put, I always have a pack of tissues with me. That would be inside there. So that's our very best value of the day. And we have, as promised, lots of brand new styles. And this is another crossbody style that is new on the day today. Yes. Love the shape, first off. This is so clever and unique. I'll take you through what is still available in your color choices, not to mention, oh my goodness, the quality of this beautiful leather. It's just fantastic. Okay, so we have your tan. I have 120 left there. Okay, all of your prints have been flying out the door. They are real collectors. I have fewer than 100 in this beautiful multi-tan, or multi-print, pardon me. Then we have the map, of course, about a little over 100 there. And then lastly, we have this available for you in the black, which we now have fewer than 100. This is also featured price for our birthday, so we brought this in at $149. It's featured priced at $134.99. Oh, that looks so pretty. Christina, with the lime-colored blouse that you have on, how that print just pops so beautifully. But before that sells out, Patricia, walk us through this new silhouette. I love the shape of this crossbody.
It's a beautiful shape. This came from a vintage saddlebag in Paris. And I love how they made it so romantic and feminine. Let's just take the shape to begin with. It's really got a flat back, so it just lays and hugs on your body. And that piece of hardware across the top of the bag, where there's a drilled hole where the ring goes through, a delicate ring, so that it just looks even more feminine. And then we cover the top of the frame in the center with leather. And then you see that shape of it, and then all that pleating underneath it just makes it so feminine, but then more roomy as well. Yes. And then I use that old luggage hardware piece that I've used on a lot of my vintage pieces that is literally from an old vintage trunk from over 100 years ago. So isn't that great? Oh, I love this bag. It's just so usually saddlebags are kind of real casual, and I don't want to, they're just, you necessarily don't think they're feminine. This one is feminine. This is taking a flat bag and all of a sudden just making it, I don't want to say sexy, but just shapely and unique, and you just feel real womanly, with it on. Like it was custom made. Like you had it actually custom made for you in an old world leather shop. And really, you did. That's what Patricia does. I wanted to mention, Patricia, that we also do have your leather coin wallet, which I love how that nestles up into your perfect little wallet for your coins, and then plenty of room for credit cards, a billfold in the back here, and they're available to match back to this crossbody and the prints and all the, the solid colors. Tan is also on this one, going really, really quickly. I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna take this and just open it up on the inside to show you how roomy it is. Even to me has a little bit of like an equestrian type of feel with the hardware. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It sure does. And especially English country, and that's the whole collection for fall 2020 that's being, sneak preview here, so to speak, first on HSN. So you're right. It does have that feel of those old ships that, would come from Europe to the U.S. Absolutely. And I love this hardware because it's so secure. But it's so easy to use. Yes, and then inside. And then look at that. Look, again, I'm just gonna give you a little idea. I mean, obviously, plenty of room for your planning books, for your passport. Oh, and your Patricia Nash. I mean, it'll come with your desk bag there, so you'll always be able to protect it. But again, in terms of a crossbody, this is roomy. That's why now
I'm gonna say close to half the quantity that we brought in has now been selected. And again, everything trimmed in leather. That's how you know it is a true Patricia Nash. Everything is 100% hand done, hand selected. And then you'll have your certificate so you know that you have the real deal coming your way, but you will know that from the experience as soon as you open up the box and you get this home, feel this leather, touch this leather, smell this leather, and really in terms of what we're doing for birthday month, this is like, this could be another special on the day, to be honest with you, at $134.99.
Yes, and Lynn, it has that back slip pocket all the way across that bag too, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, yeah, they just gave me a quick update. I'm gonna go right back and answer that question.
Okay.
The multi right now that you're seeing Christina holding, I have 2 dozen left. And there's a great shot of the stitching that you said, all that, you know, again, is done by hand, correct?
It's a single stitch machine. Yeah, single stitch machine. Just like that old Singer machine you might have seen your grandmother, you know, use all those years ago.
My goodness, and you said the back pocket. It's a nice, roomy back pocket. So again, you can just keep your cell phone right in there so that if it, you know, if you don't have to go inside to the main compartment. There's plenty of room, and plus other things. I mean, there's plenty of room on the inside of that.
Your keys back there and your phone would be perfect, right? The 2 things you want close to you when you're going to and from your car or to and from whatever transportation you're taking. So that they're perfect on that back pocket. And then that slip pocket is what's against your body. So you have all that security of that as well. So you could even put a small wallet back there or whatever you wanted to get, you know, in a second's notice, so to speak.
And look at the structure on it too. It's funny because I took everything out of that tan, and I mean, they're all, we don't have these stuffed at all, and they're all standing on their own. And yet it's the softest, most supple leather.
Yeah, I mean, and I just love how they hug your body. They don't stick out too far. And this, if you're someone who doesn't like to carry a ton of things, this would be great for you. But if you wanted to carry more in it, you could challenge this bag because it will start to fill out more as you just kind of demonstrated with all the things you took out of that bag. So it's really a nice size, very nice size.
It does. I'm sorry. They were adjusting. I had a little issue with my microphone. Sorry about that, Patricia.
No, and also, you know, this has that same full grain leather strap, you know, back and front with the leather buckle that's adjustable. So you still have all that adjustability on that one as well.
Okay. Multi, they just sold out.
Comfy.
Looks like tan. I have fewer than 100. And that's going to be the next to end up selling out. This was new on the day, and well over half the quantity has been spoken for. We are loving this. Over 450 have now been spoken for on the day. Here's the map, the classic. Just about 100 remaining there. And then lastly, we have this available in the black. And there's fewer than 100. I love how you use this almost like oxidized silver hardware on the black.
This is a brushed silver on there, brushed nickel, I'm sorry. And it looks so chic. It looks so chic. I mean, me looking at it now after all this time in the black, that is a wow. I mean, we always need a black bag in our wardrobe, right? We always have that black. This looks so beautiful. And, you know, sometimes big black bags are like, ugh, they kind of like weigh you down or depress you a little bit. This one looks really chic. It just, that logo, it's embossed really nicely. You can see the real grain of that leather. This is full grain, 100% genuine veg tan leather. Vegetable tan leather. I mean, you can't get better than that.
No, I think we have to continue remind everyone that, Patricia, because I think we look at the values sometimes and we think, there's no way that is tan leather or no.
Well, let me show you this. Yeah. Look, I've got this right here. Let me show you this. I mean, this is the same skin as that bag you're looking at. Wow. Look at it. Look at the back of it is even all. You could just see the quality of it. This is, when people talk about top grain leather, ask them to show you the hides they use. Look and see how many brands you see that will really show you exactly the hides that cuts out of this leather. And that's why I decided, this is the first time I've ever done this on air. I said, you know what? I'm going to show you. I keep telling you and talking about it. I'm going to show you. I mean, is that just not incredible?
It's amazing.
This leather? And if you could smell it right now, it's amazing. I need to make sopas out of this. I mean, it is just so yummy. But this is that bag you're getting for $130-something.
Really, it's just unreal.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah. I love that you have that in the background. That is so neat to see and amazing to see how that becomes this. This has been incredibly popular. We started with over 700. Now we have fewer than 230 remaining. These could all go right now in this presentation. So last call on the tan. Of course, the tan, this is what we call the signature map. And then lastly, very, very popular as always is the full classic black. And yes, full, again, leather adjustable strap on here, lots and lots of room. It just molds to your body. It's a great shape. And I want to remind you that we also have the coin wallet that matches back